All right, everybody. Hello there and welcome, welcome. I'm very excited. It feels like it's been forever. I know it's only been a week, but back with more Sea of Stars after it feels like a pretty short holiday here in the U.S. For Thanksgiving, but I'm excited. Back with some more stuff and figuring out some of these puzzles and everything now that I have the ability to do some of the stuff I've been looking for ever since I got to this particular area. So I'm super stoked. I am very excited about it all. And I hope that you all are as well. Luckily, these puzzles are pretty easy to solve. It's very reminiscent of, what's it called? Was it in, remember, I think it was Ocarina of Time that had sliding puzzles like this. I know, I think several, what's it called? Several Zelda games did. Maybe. I don't remember. Either way, I'm super excited because I also got the re-release of the Mario RPG, and I have legit been looking forward to that since like before it was announced because it just seemed like one of those games that was going to be redone, and so I'm so excited that they finally did it. And I've been playing it for like 3 days straight. Well, not exactly. There was a lot of other stuff that I was doing with the holiday and everything, having to prep. Ah, I broke into somebody's fort. Oh, this guy. Oh. So apparently this guy is a bad guy. He's supposedly like an evil wizard thing. This is very confusing. Okay, so Homie has magic but doesn't understand how to use it. Got it. Okay. Makes sense. Now, I've been working hard. Shovel Might. That's funny. What's it called? The new release of Mario RPG. It has a mechanic similar, well, not similar to this, but it has a mechanic where while you've got timed hits, it does require you to it does require you to make sure that you're keeping track of what exactly it is that you're doing at any particular time. So it's always had the timed hits shtick, and in the case of Mario RPG, the re-release, they have a little exclamation mark when you're supposed to push the button so that you know that it's time to push the button. And in this game, it's kind of the opposite, where it tells you that you did it correctly, and you can get the visual feedback. Because the idea is that you do it just before impact of whatever. I don't like using the sun ball. Because it uses so much of his MP. So some key differences here. Well, this is very clearly inspired by Mario RPG. It's got some very distinct differences. For example, in Mario RPG, you have a communal XP pool, or the equivalent of magic power. In Mario RPG, it's referred to as the, oh my god, what's it referred to as? I don't remember. FP, flower points. That's what it is. How am I supposed to do this? Like, it's literally not possible to do this. Because he's only got one thing, and I can't hit him with enough of anything. But yeah, see, he still has one sword left. I don't know. Either way, but yeah, the timed hits thing is a whole shtick, and what I really like about this game is that you have to balance using regular attacks with other attacks. Because that's how you get your magic abilities back. As opposed to using the syrups in what's called in Mario RPG. I don't want to use the Sun Ball because it takes 8 MP. That's basically all of his MP. And see, now he's doing this same thing again. And I can't do jack. Okay, so see, it did work. I was able to do it. Thing. Here, let's Sailor Moon this motherfudger. This is so reminiscent of the super jump. It gives me like legit thoughts of PTSD from whenever I would try it as a kid. I was always so terrible at it. I really was. I think I never once got the thing to work. To get all the way to get it all the way to 100 jumps. And now with the re-release, you have the same thing, of course, so that you can get some of the or one of the best accessories in the game. It's called the Attack Scarf. Again, referring to what's it called? Mario RPG. Not this game. I don't know what you get from anything in particular. I know with this, with the Moonerang, there's an achievement for doing it X number of times. And that I've gotten. I got an achievement for that. Not exactly the most exciting achievement, but still, it's an achievement. So now we should be able to do the Healing Light. Solar. One. For some of the abilities, it's really difficult to tell what the timing is to get it right. Let's burn this mother to the ground. No point in hurling. I thought I hit the timing on that. There we go. Take that, you stupid salamander. Wow, 800 XP. No. So it seems, so far, what we have seen is that people who are born under the solstice, either one of the solstices, whether it's the summer or winter solstice, are born with abilities. Digging is boring. Incidentally, I did finish up what's it called? Moleville in Mario RPG. Very exciting. Ooh, Earth. Oh, am I getting a new person? Oh yeah, try and do good. So, see, this is one of those things that you see where it's like pretty typical discrimination type of shtick. You know, it's like he's not good with a shovel, which is what people normally see. Instead, he's capable of moving massive amounts of earth and dirt and rock with magic. And so they're just like, well, you can't use a shovel, so what's the point? It is a cool fort. I'm jealous. Stop creating monsters. He's not a monster. Malcolm. Dang. I feel like I was this close to getting a new party member. So yeah, we're trying to get to Wraith Island because we have to destroy a thing that's going to wake up and cause a lot of problems before it actually wakes up. It's like it's a whole destiny prophecy shtick thing. Oh no, these guys. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh. Oh no. The eclipse. Sidekick's hesitance might fester. Oh. Aw, see? I knew Garl was a bad guy. See, Garl has had bad guy written on his face ever since we were kids, and he lost his eye. He's obviously a bad guy. I'm just saying. The threat has been contained. So yeah, he was clogging the wind tunnels, and the idea is that this is a giant tower, and the wind tunnels are allowing wind to flow through that creates like a whistling sound that keeps a massive dragon asleep. That's the whole shtick. But I'm just like, at some point that dragon's gotta wake up, right? I mean, like, that's a Chekhov's gun if I ever saw one. Like, seriously. Uh-huh, yeah. Yeah, dude can use magic, you all are scared, and so you stuff him in a cave. Not cool. Port town of Brisk. Yeah, I would hope that we can find a ship at a port town. Okay, so we got Teeks, and we've got this... I'm going to call him Marmaduke because I don't remember his name. So Marmaduke and Teeks both seem like they were going to become party members, but ended up not. Very sad. A tavern? Dude, you're like 12. Maybe 16. You can't go to a tavern. It just wanted... It did. It just wanted to play. I don't think I fully explored this entire little town here. I like it because the view is pretty. Well, that's nice. Incidentally, for those in the know, on my Mario RPG game, I tried to attack Culex. It did not go well. I should say it went as expected. Wait, there's a pump somewhere that needs to be restarted? Okay, what do you have to say? Good. Flying lift to the south of the village. I will say, I am super excited that they still have Culex in the game. Because Culex is freaking awesome. I know, I'm sitting here playing Sea of Stars, which in and of itself is truly an amazing game. Honestly. It's a great game. I just did something I wasn't paying attention. It's an awesome game. I really enjoy it. But I keep talking about Mario RPG. I really like Mario RPG. Oh, look, it's Rev. Hi, Rev. Oh, there are messages. Slightly Lightning Saturday. You're already past Mole Town? Huh. Her awful iced tea. Okay, yeah, I can see that. I had to switch over the windows because the so there's a problem that I'm having, Rev. Also, hi, Rev. But basically, I've been having a problem with my OBS thing where the chat isn't showing up properly. And so I just get like the brief instance of it showing up on the screen. And if I'm not looking at it when it shows up, then I don't see it. So I just had to switch to my Twitch, what's it called? My Twitch browser so that I can see what's going on. But yeah, I kind of did a similar thing, Rev. I just kind of blazed through a bunch of Mario RPG stuffs. I did help the great Todovsky in finding his melody so I can get the alto card. I've not gone further than that. Okay, so there was something about a water pump. See, I want to go see if I can have this dude join us. Yeah, it's operator error, also known as Danny error, also known as I done messed up. As is tradition. Okay, so he's still here. Join me! I want a freaking awesome earth-bending mole on my team who uses a shovel to beat the snot out of people. Like, come on! Is that really too much to ask? I feel like that's not too much to ask. So, Rev, out of curiosity, what do you think of some of the quality of life improvements from the original Mario RPG, like doing the auto saves and stuff like that, and having like the trackers for the timed hits and things? I'm personally a fan of it. I think it's pretty cool. I know it's definitely made for a more casual crowd. The original was never particularly difficult, but I think this particular one is even more beginner friendly. It has the kind of standard, like, I just want to mess with the story mode type of thing. I think they made some good decisions with it, all in all. I think the mechanic is cool mostly because it changes the dynamic with your party, because depending on who you have will determine what abilities you get or what bonuses you get, and that's kind of cool. And then, of course, you have the new attack modalities, everything. I don't want to give too much away about the game because I'm not playing it on stream, but it's really cool. Yeah, I know I still know I'm never going to get my super jumps. It's not going to happen. And honestly, I will say I'm glad. I'm glad that I'm not going to get the super jumps because I feel like if they made it way easier to get the super jumps and all of that kind of stuff, it would have been like kind of slapping the old school folks in the face and just being like, yeah, now it's like super easy, or you can like automatically do it or whatever. It's on the person getting spoiled. It is true. I did do a full playthrough on, I believe it was with the mini SNES that I did it with. And incidentally, one of my favorite parts of the game, I know it's kind of a dumb thing, but you can, looking for a boat, head over to the port town of Brisk with their bad tea. Right, Rev? I meet Captain Cliche. Really? Do they have to make the name so complicated? Am I racist for feeling like that's so complicated? But now I forgot my train of thought. There's Mario RPG and stuff and things and cruisets and the whatnots. Ooh, Pirate Guard. I want to use Pirate Guard. I still find it hilarious that we've got that we have some of the cargo is a person who's just following us around trying to find cool stuff. But yeah, so I played it on the SNES, and one of my favorite things is you can change the music of the Mario RPG to the original music track, like the original 16-bit sounds, or you can have like the updated versions, which I think is pretty freaking cool. I'm a fan. Okay, see, how am I supposed to get a moon, a sun, and 2 slashes? It doesn't make sense. I can't do a combo. If I use the skills, then that's a hammer. Homie here doesn't have a skill that gets the sun and the thing. It's literally not possible without a combo. At least not with what I currently have. Which does make me hopeful that there is something else I can do. Because see, I can get the 2 swords. I can get the moon. Or I can get the sun, but I can't get both. See, I can Sailor Moon these motherfudgers. But that's it. Incidentally, for anybody in the US, I do hope you had a good holiday. I hope that you actually had a holiday. I know I used to work retail, and for anybody who has to do that, I'm very sorry. Because it's the worst. So, to put it in perspective, I worked at Best Buy during, like, when all of it happened. Like, it was so horrible. I hated it. To work at Best Buy on Black Friday, it was absolutely soul-crushing. Soul-crushingly painful. But yeah, I remember the thing with The Hobbit was it... God, I can never remember the guy's name. Is it Martin Short? No, it's not Martin Short. Martin Sheen? No, it's not. It's definitely not Martin Sheen. I can never remember the guy's name. But I remember he said it in an interview. He was talking about the plot of The Hobbit. And I remember the interviewer was like, spoilers! And the guy was like, the book is 75 years old. It's like, seriously, at this point, it's not spoilers so much as you're just talking about a project. Okay, we need to figure out how to get that thing. Aw, man, I don't have the Zora tunic. For those of you who have played Breath of the Wild and or Tears of the Kingdom. It allows you to swim up waterfalls. See, it feels like that's the only way that I'm able to do anything is if I can smack them, because then I can get an extra bit of oomph behind it. Because see, now I can suck in the sun, and then maybe I can take care of this angler, this one guy. But see, it doesn't do a second sun. Makes no sense. I don't see how I can make these work. Really odd. "90% off is worth catching a felony." Well, and not only that, but you don't even get a significant amount off anymore. Because we all know the tricks. You know, they increase the prices, like, in the weeks leading up to Black Friday, so that it seems like the Black Friday stuff is a really good deal when it's actually not. We all know this. This is common knowledge at this point. But see, Garl, he doesn't... I don't believe he gets a... Yeah, he doesn't get any sort of... a... what's it called? A... doesn't get a... thing... See, I still can't do it. I can't get 3 sword strikes. How am I supposed to get 3 sword strikes? That's it. I can only get 2. Like, are there... I don't get it. Because Garl doesn't have sword abilities. Valerie doesn't either. She's a monk. She hits with the blunt damage. I don't get it. Not sure. I must be, or maybe I'm missing something. I'm not sure. Because see, that does moon damage. the moon damage doesn't do me any good if I don't have anything else going on. But incidentally, no, I don't care about Black Friday stuff either anymore. It's just... I still just have, like, the memories haunting me of people walking in at, you know, like, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, being like, hey, do you still have any of these laptops for $400? Boat ship, boat ship, boat ship, boat ship, boat ship, boat ship, risk? What? That's a bunch of gibberish. Did they mean to make a bunch of gibberish? Because that's what it is. Okay, seriously, I'm going to have to come back here to try to figure out how to get all these treasure chests that I seem to be missing. Because this is going to bug me. Oh, that's nice. Going to jewelry store. That's cool. But yeah, and that's the thing is like with everything being so online centric nowadays, you basically don't even need Black Fridays anymore because hardly anybody goes into the what's it called, the brick and mortar stores anyway. It makes no difference. Okay, got another rainbow conch. I still don't know what these rainbow conchs do. It also seems that I have no... Oh, there we go. Here. I'm just trying to figure out how I can potentially get some more stuff out of this. See, I got my little wind-bending fart that I can use, or try to use. But it doesn't seem to be helping too much. It's a picnic basket! I do like this game, that this game has a cooking mechanic. That's one of the cool little things that it has. Not too many games have that, which is kind of cool. Okay, so we're back at the top here. We can head back to the top. Okay. I'm not going to be on this too long, don't worry. I'm just seeing if there's anything blatantly obvious that I missed. There's 3 falls here. Let's go over on this one. Okay, like, see, there's a... There we go. Ha! Okay, that's something. Okay, what is with these rainbow conch shells? Like, I have found no particular reason for their existence. Oh wow, that's a lot of bad guys. Okay. This is gonna be tough. Because I need to do at least 3 full rounds here. Okay, now I can stop one of the 2 other bad guys. I'm gonna stop this guy because I don't need the timed hit. Eat apple! Okay, so Moon and Sword. Well, I can't do anything about that, but... and defeat you. And defeat you as well. Give Garl some MP here. Okay, see, look at that. 3 and a sun. Like, what? I guess that works. Didn't actually get to, you know, do a proper, well, anything, but still worked. Okay. Ah, there we go. That's how we get this. See, I'm very smart. That's awesome, Rev. Like, that's one of the things that we do in my family too, with books. So we're big on reading, or we're trying to get better on reading. And one thing that we do is we give books as part of stocking gifts for everybody. So everybody in my family gets one, at least, as we all constantly have various book lists of stuff that we want. It's really fun. And also, after reading the Player of Games, I added pretty much the entirety of the culture books to my list. So I do say thank you for that recommendation. Although I will say, Player of Games was it was a bit of a mind twister. It was pretty impressive. It was good. I was just kind of like, oh dang, oh dang, oh dang. That type of shtick. I did my best with it, but it's I mean, it's not nearly as bad as Dune in terms of trying to keep track of all of the stuff that you got going on, but still. Like I said, it was good. If you're looking for a boat, you're almost there. Who makes a sign that says that? Hey, if you're on the way, keep going. Ooh, what's this? There's no boat here. Well, good to know that there isn't a boat here, because I was concerned. Yeah, you had mentioned that Player of Games was one of the best culture novels, and that's why I picked it up. And without having, you know, literally any, what's it called, context, I guess. I really liked it. Like I said, it was a little bit tough for me to get through parts of it, because I was like, dang, that's like there's so many names to keep track of, and they're so complicated. But I really liked it overall. I do feel that it went like super heavy-handed with the whole anti-capitalism shtick, as many things do. All right, let's see if we can do this. Oh. I guess it didn't really matter. I just killed him. Oh, one of these things. I still don't understand how I'm able to control the light and darkness. Okay, cool. We got a new combo. Nice. No idea how helpful that would be. Oh, it's a bit disconnected. Oh, it's like the Bucky sign. You know, there's not a lot of people that would understand the Bucky's reference. I do, though. I understand the Bucky's reference. And I applaud it. Okay, seriously though, how am I supposed to get these things? It doesn't make sense. Like there's literally no way for me to get these. I mean, Valerie can't do jack. I mean, he could do Sunball on one of them. But that only does one sun worth of damage. It's like, why even bother at that point? And now I'm just gonna get, like, bubbled. But, like I said, the point is that I've got, I think, most of the culture books on my list now. Most of them. Because it is nice to have books. And incidentally, I will say that I mean, it's not exactly morbid, but a bit of an odd, holiday where my parents are at that point in their lives where they're kind of like, okay, everybody, time to take these little stickers and, you know, let us know what you want so that we can let you have it when the time comes. And it's just, it's one of those things where it's like, I understand, like, it has to happen, but it's just, it's so weird. It's just a weird feeling. Not a fan. I mean, not that I ever thought it was going to be, like, easy or whatever, but still. It's just odd. Okay, Bash Drop. So that does a bunch of blunt damage. Got it. Okay, so see, this needs, like, a whole bunch of suns, which is great, because now I can do 1, 2, 3 suns. Okay, but how did that only do 1 sun damage? I absorbed 3 of the sun things. So confused. Doesn't make any sense. You know, I'm trying to understand it. I really am. Yeah, it's basically a sunrise, sunset thing. It's just, like I said, it's just... I wouldn't go so far as to say it's morbid, but at the same time, it just feels odd. And I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of it. But the thing, it's one of those things where my parents are realists. They're very practical, especially when it comes to this kind of stuff, and they understand the implications, and they understand they live in a giant house. They have a ton of stuff that they've collected over literally decades, and they don't need it anymore. So it's got to go somewhere, and they'd rather, you know, the progeny have it. So we are in T-Town, aka the port town of Risk. See, I'm not a tea drinker, so I can't judge. But homie has 2 eye patches. What the? I feel like that's... Is he just trying to compete with Garl? Okay, so they're fake eye patches. That is weird. Tame? Tame. Oh, those pirates. Always causing trouble. Okay, wait. When did we enter into a One Piece fanfic? I mean, seriously. Wacky, eccentric pirates with varying degrees of, you know, loss of eyesight. Just saying. I will say I don't read or watch One Piece, so I honestly have no idea. Yeah, me too! When am I gonna find that out, mysterious mole person? Little further now. Okay, alright. I'm feeling like whoever made this game is definitely familiar with Buc-ee's now. Because you officially put that worm in my ear, Rev. And that's like legitimately that's what this feels like. like every 10 feet. Like just keep going. Just keep going. The Hogfather? I have not seen The Hogfather. This is bad. Avast, strangers! What are you, first mate? Okay. So I remember the ghost ship being a thing. Oh yeah, I have read no Discworld. I know. You feel free to chastise me. I will engage in self-flagellation as needed, etc., etc. I am a terrible person. Yada yada. But I will say I have never considered myself to be well-read. So I really haven't. And I can prove it too. Because when I was at my parents' house for, you know, like a hot minute, they kept all of my old report cards from like 1st and 2nd grade where it said that Danny doesn't want to read. I have written proof that I am not well read. It's not something I should be bragging about. But it's true. Yeah, I have written reviews that say I am not well read. To be fair, I am trying to get better. Like, I've gotten a bunch of books and I've been reading a lot more. And I'm trying, I am doing my best to get a good variety of stuff, both famous and less well known, and different styles and different genres and all of that kind of. Quartermaster. Ah. Oh, Wind Mage. Okay, so there's another mage. Okay. He put on a pirate costume when he was already wearing a pirate costume. Okay, that's pretty funny. Seems that be the case. I'll trade it. Arm wrestling. Of course you shouldn't make a deal with pirates. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna engage in arm wrestling. There may or may not be some shenanigans that force me to lose, and the favor involves that weird wizard's tower thing. That's my guess. Buying linear upgrades from every single town where blacksmiths are somehow increasingly more capable and further up. Oh, we're getting meta now. We're getting meta. We are close to call time, yes. Happen to live in a shed despite selling daggers at 25k a pop. This person has played RPGs before. The humble boast? Come on. Well, we gotta see this arm wrestling thing. Garl is always down for day drinking and learning cooking. To the humble boast! I'm gonna have to steal that for my D&D campaign. The adventurers find themselves at the humble boast, as is tradition. Ah, weapons and armor. Hey look, new equipment that is slightly better than the equipment that I had before, maybe. Ensures double. Oh, okay. So these are relics. Relics are kind of interesting because it's a way of tweaking the game so that it can be made easier in very specific aspects, which is kind of cool. I think it's a neat. I think it's a nice way of making the game easier without blatantly, giving you distinct advantages or whatever. I think it's really cool. I like it. You can celebrate it, the humble brag. Indeed, Rev. Indeed. If you all survive. That's a big if. Hey, pirate garb. As one has. Now, if you were a tavern called the Humble Brag, well, it said to just follow the docks. Oh, here. Oh, the Humble Boast. Please boast humbly and responsibly. This game is awesome. That's good. That's smart. Doing chimney maintenance? Although he doesn't have a cap on it. But maybe because he's doing maintenance. It does need to have a cap, though. Otherwise, you get all sorts of nastinesses. A poet who can't poem. Always fun. So not a small, then a medium. Said I'm struggling for finals. Gave me a large. Oh, a hard day of work being busier than everyone else. Stop working if I ever quit or went on a vacation. I mean, this does sound like a good, humble boast. This is great. I really like this. This is fun. One wheel and at least 2 figurines? Do I have a wheel and or figurines? It's hilarious. I love it. You're a natural. He's standing there! Oh, Garl. He makes friends wherever he goes. He's awesome. Okay, I just want to try to do this arm wrestling thing. I just want to see if my prediction is correct. Arm wrestling battle! Oh, dang. It's quite the crowd. So Garl has been training for like 10 years. Like, doing strength exercises, learning to cook, and doing all sorts of stuff. Oh, the coin. Go, Jesus! Homie has a sleeper... what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Oh my god. It's a sleeper beefcake, whatever it's called. No magic shirt. Captain Armstrong is on the crew. Basically. Beefcake! See, told you we have to do an errand. And the errand is... Boom! Called it! Gotta go to the wizard lab. Also, when can I get that shirt? Join the cargo again. Got so many people in cargo. Okay, awesome. Yay, wheels! Nice! Okay, we have found the Gwent of this game. Maybe it's actually good. I mean, Gwent is awesome, I'm just saying. We'll see how it is real quick. Oh, this looks complicated. No idea what I'm doing. Don't know what any of this does. I feel like that's good. What? Don't know what any of this means. You know, at some point they should probably explain how the stuff works. Just saying. Hey, you leave my little house alone. Why did my little thing literally do nothing? Guys, I have no idea what I'm doing. No, my little building! Getting pwned, I have no idea why. No! No clue. Get all of these, and then that, I guess. Okay, I upgraded my homie. Still don't know what I'm doing. I feel like the little hammer should build up my wall. Like, why doesn't the little hammer build up my wall? Okay, so I upgraded my little dude. No, I'm dead. No clue what I'm doing here. I'm guessing that that's a thing that I can learn about. Oh no, the captain is being mysterious and very sus. Did she just switch her hook from one hand to another? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a classic pirate thing to do, but still. Alright, so here, let's save. So I gotta get going. And incidentally, just real quick for kicks, you see if we can get this going. Ah! There we go. Hang on 1 second. There you go. So see, this is my Mario RPG. See, I'm in the what's it called? It's the Bean Valley. Very close to getting to Nimbus Land. So I'm super stoked. Just about to fight this guy. So this is the boss of the area for anybody unfamiliar. But yeah, I'm super excited. And I've seen like all of the fun little nods to the original game and all of that good stuff. It's fun. My little thing would work, but either way, it's pretty cool. I like it. There we go. I had to swap around my stuff here. Let's see, we cleared out all the pipes, did all this stuff. And I got my party up at level 15 because I'm cool. Very exciting. I backlined him temporarily, not permanently. I've been swapping back and forth. But yeah. I can't remember exactly why I had to do that, but I did it for some reason. But the thing is that, I mean, this was... So, if I didn't do Mario Geno Mallow, I would always do Mario Peach Bowser. That tended to be my standard one. The thing is that they're all good. Like there's nothing bad about them, and particularly with the bad guy that's coming up, having Mario Geno Bowser is pretty good. But you just kind of lack healing, and that's the main issue. But either way, it's fun. So that's where I is, in the Bean Valley. It's good times. And my favorite game ever. But yeah, they've got some really cool stuff that they've added to various things. So one thing that I find odd is the limitations that they put on items. Like you can only have 10 of most of the items that you get, which is just, it feels strange to me. But either way, I'm stoked. I think it's awesome. It's a ton of fun. I love it. Favorite game of all time. Re-released, remastered, re-awesomed. But that said, I'm going to get going. So I'll be back on Wednesday. Still doing some more Sea of Stars. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll mess with that whole wheel thing and see if I can actually figure out how it works. Just for fun. I won't actually dedicate a whole stream to just playing the little wheelie game. But either way, I gotta head out. I've got some stuff that I need to do. I've got some fun plans for building out a little desk for myself and a couple other things. So you all take care of yourselves. Have a good rest of the weekend and have a good, safe week. And I will see you all on Wednesday. So bye.